Look at this beautiful video. What do you see? There are so many birds flying together. It's a really beautiful scene. So what do you see here? First, we see one single bird sitting on a branch. It is a bird. Bird is a naming word, so it is a noun. And what about this? We see many birds sitting on the tree. So together, I can call this a group of birds. Now in English, instead of calling them a group of birds, what I can also say is a flock of birds. Now, birds, once again, is a noun because it is a naming word. But flock is also a noun. It is a collective noun. Flock is a collective noun because it refers to the group of birds. So the group of birds together is called a flock of birds. This collective noun flock is used to denote a group of birds when they are performing the same action together. That is when they are doing the same thing. So when I see that there is a group of birds sitting together on a branch or on these branches, I can say that there is a flock of birds sitting on the tree. When there were many birds flying in the sky, I could have said there is a flock of birds flying in the sky. But if I have a group of birds sitting on the tree and another group of birds flying in the sky, I cannot call them together as a flock of birds because they are doing different things. They are not performing the same action. So this is a flock of birds sitting on the tree, and the group of birds flying in the sky is referred to as a flock of birds flying in the sky. So this flock is a collective noun. What are collective nouns? A collective noun is a word used to denote a group of persons, animals, or objects. So when I have a group of persons or animals or objects together, instead of calling a group of animals or a group of persons or a group of objects, I can use some special words which are called collective nouns. So look at these elephants all coming together as a group. How majestic they look. Now what is this group of elephants called? It is called a herd of elephants. So this group of elephants is called a herd of elephants, and herd is a collective noun for elephants. Similarly, we have many zebras here. It is a group of zebras. So this group of zebras is called a herd of zebras. So I see that herd is a collective noun which is used for elephants as well as zebras. So the same collective noun is used for elephants as well as zebras. Not just this, even when we have a group of cows, we call it a herd of cows. So once again, I have the same collective noun, herd, and when I have a group of horses, I call it a herd of horses. So we are using the same collective noun herd for elephants, zebras, cows, horses. Is there something common among these animals? Yes, there is. These animals are all herbivores. What do I mean by herbivores? When I say that these animals are herbivores, it means that they are grass-eating animals. So they eat only grass. So the collective noun for grass-eating animals is generally herd. H-E-R-D. This is the collective noun used for the grass-eating animals in general, that is the herbivores. Another important thing to note here is when I use a collective noun, I use it as a singular noun. So although I say that many horses are coming together, when I use the collective noun herd, I say A herd of horses is coming. So with herd, I use singular verbs. So when I say herd, it is treated as singular. A herd of cows is grazing, whereas many cows are grazing. But a herd of cows is grazing. So collective nouns are used as singular, and the collective noun used for herbivores is herd. But what about sheep? Sheep is a herbivore, but we do not use the collective noun herd for sheep. We use flock for sheep. So the same as birds. So when we have a group of sheep, we call them a flock of sheep and not a herd of sheep. Now this is a group of ferocious wolves. And what is the collective noun we use for them? I call them a pack of wolves. So pack is the collective noun used for wolves. And what are these? Dogs. So a group of dogs is referred to as a pack of dogs. So pack once again is the collective noun used for dogs. So I see wolves and dogs both use the same collective noun, pack. So pack is the collective noun used for carnivores. That is the meat-eating or flesh-eating animals. So when we have flesh-eating animals, a group of those animals is together referred to as a pack. Now there is an exception to this rule as well. What is that? Lions. We know that lion is the king of the jungle, and it does not want to be classified along with the other flesh-eating animals. It wants a separate collective noun for itself. So when there are many lions together, we call them a pride of lions. And this group of lions is called a pride of lions. And rightly so, because this is the pride of the jungle. Just like we have collective nouns for a group of animals, we can have collective nouns for a group of people as well. So what if many people playing musical instruments come together? We call them a band of musicians. So we have a guitar player, a sitar player, a banjo player, all coming together in a group to play music, and together they are referred to as a band of musicians. So you must have heard, or you must have been asked, what is your favorite band? Also, one single person out here is called a soldier. But when they come together to protect our country, it is called an army of soldiers. So it is an army of soldiers. Also, one person working in an office is called an employee, but when they come together, it is called a staff of employees. So staff of an organization means the group of people working for that organization. So let us look at some other group of animals. So a collection of bees or a group of bees is called the swarm of bees. And a collection of whales or a group of whales is called a school of whales. Remember, this is not the school which you go to. It is a collective noun for a group of whales. We also have collective nouns for a group of things. So do you ever get one grape? Do you ever buy a single grape? You never do that, right? You always buy grapes in group. And what do you call this group of grapes? A bunch of grapes. So grapes in a group are called a bunch of grapes. And have you ever seen your mother wearing just one earring? She always wears two earrings. So even earrings always come in two, or we can say we always get earrings in pairs. So this is a pair of earrings. Two earrings together is called a pair of earrings. Pair specifically is a word used for two things. So when we have a group of two things, we may call it pair. It only stands for two and not more than two things. So let us identify the collective noun in this sentence. It says, a brood of chickens was playing in the field. So first let us see what are the nouns. Chickens is a noun, but it is not a collective noun. Field is a noun. Field is the name of a place. Chickens is the name of these animals. But a brood of chickens means it is a group of chickens. So brood is the collective noun used for chickens. Now a trick to identify collective nouns is they will always be followed by of and another noun. So in this case, brood, which is a collective noun, is followed by of chickens. So it means a group of chickens. Also, if you replace this word by group, the sentence will make same sense. It will have the same meaning. So if I say a group of chickens was playing in the field, it makes perfect sense. In fact, the same meaning as this. So this is how you can identify collective nouns. Over here, a bunch of keys was lying on the table. So keys is a noun and I have of keys. So bunch, if I replace bunch with group, a group of keys was lying on the table. It has the same meaning. So bunch is a collective noun. What about this sentence? A gaggle of geese was seen on the river bank. So of geese. So let's look at this word gaggle. If I say a group of geese was seen on the river bank, so it makes perfect sense. So gaggle is a collective noun used for geese. So when we have many geese together, I refer to them as a gaggle of geese. And see, I have used was, not were. So I use a singular verb along with a collective noun. So let's fill in the blanks using the collective nouns which we have learned. A dash of musicians was gathered in the park to play a lovely song for a dash of soldiers who were so excited that they brought with them a dash of elephants. So we need to fill up collective nouns. A dash of musicians. What is a group of musicians called? Band. So band of musicians. And dash of soldiers. A group of soldiers is called an army of soldiers. And a group of elephants is called a herd of elephants. So these are the collective nouns. So collective nouns are nouns which refer to groups of people, animals or things. If you like this video, then subscribe to our channel. You can also register for free at deltastep.com to get all the learning resources as per CBSE, ICSE, IB, Cambridge or any other curriculum. Over 5,000 amazing lectures on maths, science, English and social science. Our unique interactive video technology keeps you engaged and our iDictionary feature allows you to quickly revise any concept. Master each topic at your own pace with our adaptive practice technology and 1 million plus questions. Get instant answers and detailed solutions. Be exam ready by taking unlimited mock tests, performance analysis along with actionable feedback. Personal tutors to resolve the slightest of your doubts. And that's not all. You can also win exciting prizes like PlayStations, iPads, watches and many more along with certificates through our Earn As You Learn program. So at deltastep.com, learning is not just fun and easy, it is rewarding too. So register for free now.